Hello my dear children, good morning to all. Welcome back to class 11 online microeconomic class. How are you children? I hope all you are fine. We were discussing which chapter? Yes, chapter number 2, consumer behavior. In this chapter we have already covered the topic like consumer equilibrium, demand and law of demand. And also in the last class we have discussed about the slope of demand curve. We know that price and quantity demanded has a negative relation or inverse relation, or demand curve slopes downward to the right. So my question is, why is there negative relation between price and quantity demanded? Or why does demand curve slope downward to right? Today we will discuss the answer for these questions. That is, causes of negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. So children, let's watch the video. Quantity demanded. So first one, law of diminishing marginal utility. All we know, according to this law, when a consumer consumes more and more unit of a commodity, marginal utility, that is satisfaction derived from additional unit, goes on decreasing. That is the law of diminishing marginal utility. So demand of a commodity depends upon its utility. So a consumer buys more only if he has to pay less price for it, and buy less if he has to pay more price for it, because price that a consumer is willing to pay for a commodity should be equal to its marginal utility. That we have already discussed in the consumer equilibrium. So consumer is in equilibrium when price of the commodity that is equal to marginal utility derived from that commodity. So if price is high, what is the situation? Price is higher than marginal utility. So consumer will not buy any commodity. At the same time, if price is less, so marginal utility is greater than price of the commodity. So the consumer will encourage to buy more. So this is the reason behind the negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. So first reason is law of diminishing marginal utility. So if price is high, marginal utility falls. Then quantity demanded also falls because price is greater than marginal utility. Then if price is low, marginal utility also falls because of diminishing marginal utility, but at the same time quantity demanded will rise, because fall in price encourages a consumer to buy more even though marginal utility falls. So this is the first reason, law of diminishing marginal utility. Then second one, income effect. So what do you mean by income effect? So it is the effect of change in quantity demanded when purchasing power of a buyer changes due to change in price of the commodity. So purchasing power of a consumer changes due to change in price of a commodity. So what do you mean by purchasing power? The capacity of an individual to buy a certain quantity of goods and services. Okay. So with their income, how can he or she purchase? The amount of that quantity of goods and services is known as purchasing power. Purchasing power of a commodity or purchasing power of a consumer is otherwise known as real income of the consumer. Okay. So a fall in price leads to increase in real income, because if the price falls, the consumer can buy more, and accordingly they demand more goods and services. On the other hand, real income or purchasing power falls due to rise in price of the commodity causing demand to fall because his purchasing power falls. If price increases, the amount of or the quantity of goods and services with a consumer can buy with his income will fall. So, definitely the demand for the goods and services will also fall. Okay. So, the second reason for the negative relationship between price and quantity demanded is income effect. So, if we summarize this concept, we can say if price of X rises, purchasing power falls. So, quantity demanded also falls. Then if price of X falls, purchasing power of consumer will rise. So, quantity demanded also rises. Okay. Then the next reason is substitution effect. So, what do you mean by substitution? Substitution means use of one thing in the place of another thing. That is a substitution. So, what do you mean by substitution effect? It refers to substitution of one commodity in the place of other commodity when it becomes relatively cheaper. That means change in price of one commodity leads to change in quantity demanded of another commodity. For example, if we take the case of tea and coffee. So, tea and coffees are substitute goods. So, we can use tea instead of coffee or coffee instead of tea. So, if the price of tea increases, what happens? The demand of tea decreases. At the same time, the demand of coffee rises. Okay. So, change in price of one commodity leads to change in the quantity demanded of another commodity. So, that is known as substitution effect. In the table, we can see if the price of coffee rises, so substitution or demand of tea rises, so quantity demanded of coffee falls. Then if the price of coffee falls, the substitution or demand of tea also falls, then quantity demanded of coffee rises. This is the substitution effect of price and quantity demanded. Then the next reason is size of consumer or market size. So, fall in the price of a commodity leads to increase in the number of consumers for that product and accordingly more demand. Then rise in price leads to fall in the number of consumers for that good causing less demand. So, if the increase in the price leads to what? The decrease in the size of market, consumer market. At the same time, fall in the price of commodity leads to increase in the market size. So, if the price of X rises, the size of consumer group will be small group. So, the quantity demanded falls. Then, if price of X falls, there will be large group will demand that product. So, the quantity demanded rises. Okay. So, rise of consumer or market size also influence the negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. Then the next cause is alternative uses of the commodity. So, we know that a commodity can used for many purpose. So, if a commodity is highly priced, what happens? Its use is restricted. That implying less demand for it. When price of such commodity falls, it is used in abundance, implying more demand for it. Suppose, for example, when electricity tariff is high, its use is restricted. So, implying there is less demand for electricity product. At the same time, when electricity tariff is very less, it is used in abundance. So, So that implies that electricity demand for electricity products increased. The uses of that product will increase. Okay. So that is the alternative uses of the commodity. Okay. So electricity can used for cooking, then also for watching TV, then operating ACs and all. So if the price of electricity increases, we will reduce the use of electricity. Then if fall in the price of electricity, we will use it in abundance. We will use it with any control. Okay, so quantity demanded rises. So these are the 5 causes for the negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. So what are the reasons for negative relationship between price and quantity demanded? First one, the law of diminishing marginal utility. Second one, income effect. Third one, substitution effect. Then fourth one, size of consumer group or market size. And the fifth one, alternative uses of the commodity. Okay students, that was today's session. So you have to watch the URL, attend the test paper and download your notes and study it well. See you in the next class with new topic. Bye.